In a brand new tank, all of this stress causes the fish to drop its slime coat. It becomes susceptible to whatever bacterial or parasitic critter is lurking in the tank.
Well, hello. Come right on in. You're at Father Fish.
We're talking about an issue that is nothing but trouble for every fish keeper, especially every new fish keeper who tries to keep an aquarium. We're going to talk about chemicals. Drugs, preparation, tonics, all of the substances that get poured into the tank or measured into the tank in order to somehow prepare the tank to be able to keep fish. The cost alone of these myriad materials averages about $20 each. It can go as high as $40 to $50, but on average it's $20. And the new fish keeper will be told they have to buy a starter, an acclimator, a dechlorinator, a biological, and something to create slime coat or to act as a tonic for the fish. There's $100. Now the effect of all of these chemicals in the water with a new fish is to create a situation where there is profound stress. Not just a little bit, a lot, very heavy stress on the fish. So much so that in a brand new tank, all of this stress causes the fish to drop its slime coat. Now, it does that why? It does that to try to escape from this toxic environment that it's in. But once it does that, it becomes susceptible to whatever bacterial or parasitic critter is lurking in the tank. Particularly parasitic meaning ick, and bacteria meaning infection. So they might get an infected fin. If it's scraped a little bit, bacteria will glom onto that and start eating away at it. And then the dead flesh will create fungus, and that'll be the first thing the new fish keeper notices is these fuzzy growths on their fish. Now, nothing that they have been prepared for will help that. So they're back to the fish store to get 5 more chemicals. These chemicals are a little more expensive. They're $25 to $30. And there will be 4 to 5 of them. There will be an antifungal. There will be an ick, a parasitic. There will be a bacterial. There will be something that will prevent the water from getting worse, and there will be a saline solution. It's actually nothing but salt, but it'll be sold to them as a hospital product. There's another $150. We're up to $250 for chemicals. And of course, none of these are going to help. They'll put them in the tank, dose them, and the fish will get worse and die. And they'll wonder what happened. What went wrong? I did everything they told me to do, and my fish died. Why is that? Well, the fish died very simply because you created a toxic environment with all of those chemicals. Here's the long and the short of it. We create tanks, systems, using dirt and sand. Dirt and sand. If the water has a little bit of chlorine in it, we just stir it up a bit. That gases it off. If it has chloramine, that's another problem. That requires a chemical to break down the molecule of chlorine and ammonia in order to get rid of the chlorine and let the ammonia pass off. The other thing we do is load the tank up with plants right away. What chemicals do we put in it? Absolutely none. No chemicals of any kind at all. When do we put the fish in? Day 2, right away. We've got a dirt layer, we've got a sand cap, we've got plants in there, and we have fish in that tank day 2. Now, we don't put 50 fish in a brand new tank. We put maybe a half a dozen little tiny ones, maybe one larger one or 2, depends on the tank. What do we do then? Well, we don't feed until after about 3 days, and then we put a very tiny amount of food in. About that much. As much as you can pinch between your fingers. That's for a half a dozen fish. One time, once, and then 2 days later, you can do it again. You feed twice in 4 days. 4 to 5 if you start on day 4. Then the next day, you can put a tinier pinch in or wait until the 6th day to put a second pinch in. So, almost no food for the first week, just a tiny amount. But the tank is full of plants, and those plants have all kinds of things growing on them that your fish will eat. They're not eating the plants, they're eating what's on the plants. And what's the effect of this? The effect is that the tank stabilizes very quickly and very easily. It's not a problem. It becomes very stable in a matter of really hours, but certainly a couple of days. By the end of the week, the fish are happy, they're swimming around normally, the plants have begun to grow, and at that point, day 7, you can begin to put a food web in your tank. What is a food web? Well, you go out to a ditch or a pond or a stream and gather a handful of old wet leaves that are broken down. Put them in a bag or a bucket and bring them home, and put a small handful, just a few, in your tank on day 7. That will bring a new kind of life into your tank. It'll bring bacteria in, beneficial bacteria, hundreds of species of bacteria. It will bring microfauna, that's all the little tiny microscopic animals, microalgae, all kinds of microscopic plants. It'll bring all of that in, and it will establish itself as a living colony. Then once a week you can add a few dried leaves that will be food for all of those little critters. Your fish will love them. They will thrive on them. They will grow and thrive, and you will have an utterly beautiful tank that you will have done almost nothing to take care of. You see, nature has been perfecting this system forever. For as long as there has been life on this planet, it has been perfected. All you have to do is introduce it into your aquarium. The same laws of nature that apply to any body of water apply to your tank. It's no different. Oh, it's tiny, it's smaller, but the same laws, the same principles apply. You just need to do it. Just give them a chance to work. And they will do everything that the people who sold you all those chemicals promised would happen. And you did it without spending any of that $250, without any sick fish. You will have a tank like this, a tank of healthy fish swimming around, spawning, being active and busy, enjoying each other's company, squabbling sometimes, hiding in every single nook and cranny. Over 100 fish in this tank. How many do you see? 5, 6, 8, 10. The rest are all down in the leaves, hiding down below, hiding among the plants, loving their home. So there you have it. It's very simple. All you need to do is set up a father fish tank. You can not only save a lot of money, you will have genuinely healthy fish. Love you all. Bye for now.